Welcome everyone to our Tuesday discussion. My name is Gesa Lüdecke. I am the Director of Graduate Programs here at the RCC, and I'm also the facilitator of this course. Together with Christoph Mauch, we're taking turns in doing the moderation of this discussion, and today it's my turn. And I am happy that we could win Tizian Unkauf from Olytopia for today's discussion. I think most of you have taken a stroll around the student housing in the Olympic Village at some point already and know about its very unique architecture and special atmosphere and its history. And quite recently, a group of students has formed that wants to make this area more friendly and open and wants to connect the residents of this area with each other and create a greener and more inviting outdoor area. This group of people called their initiative Olytopia. And Olytopia, where the wording comes from, we will hear about that in a second from Tizian herself. So Olytopia is an initiative that is started by Tizian with support from Rehab Republic, not-for-profit organization here in Munich that focuses on various sustainability issues. And Olytopia has become some sort of satellite project within Rehab Republic that is focusing on supporting sustainability initiatives in the Olympic Village. Tizian is a mechanical engineering student here at the Technical University in Munich, and he also works for Rehab Republic. He used to be a resident of the Olympiadorf or the Olympic Village, and he was also part of the team that brought the so-called Gassengarten into life, which is a project to green the often very narrow house alleys with raised beds and herb gardens. And when Tizian moved to Munich a few years ago, he was very disappointed with the unsustainable and barely green living environments in the student housing places, pretty much all across Munich. And when he eventually moved to the Olympic Village as a student, it was not very different there. So not much greening, not very inviting in general. And this is when he started to develop a utopia, a vision for the Olympic Village. And I came across an article in the Süddeutsche Zeitung recently in the Young People section where Tizian was interviewed for Olytopia, and he was cited. And I would like to read that out because I found it almost lyrical what his vision is for the Olympic Village. It is summer. The students in the Olympic Village sleep with their doors open. The neighbors are there for each other. They exchange milk or bananas, pasta and tomato sauce. Barbecues are held. The vegetables come from community gardens. The long-term tenants from the upper part of the Olympiadorf join in. People know and greet each other. After the meal, they have a beer or a Spezi, listen to music and walk together through the student quarter in the upper village, collecting crown caps, plastic scraps, and cigarette butts. Everything is green and clean. Everything belongs to everyone. And maybe I'll stop here and let Tizian tell us more about what's especially unique about the Olympic Village, but what's also missing in his eyes, and how he and his team want to transform the Olympiadorf into a greener and more sustainable housing area. And by the way, they have been quite successful with this so far because Olytopia has recently won I'm not sure if it's the German or the Bavarian Neighborhood Award. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming Tizian.
Thank you very much, Gesa, for the nice warm welcome, and happy to see you all joining and getting to know our project. It's kind of the first contact we directly made to students or to a group like that and presenting ourselves. So I think also that's a quite new thing for us, but I just gonna share my presentation and hope that works. Exactly. As you see, this is like just a view out of Olympic Village. There will be a lot of photos from Olympic Village all over the presentation. So just as an explanation there. Welcome. Today we got a quite big agenda maybe for 15 minutes, but I try to be fast and get everything through in time. At first, I'm gonna tell you something about background and motivation of the project, so that you're like can picture what we are all about and what we wanna do there. Then I show you the team and give you some insights about the Olympic Village itself. I'm gonna tell you something about the goals of the project and how do we take action there. And yeah, try to get everything done. Actually, and then there are some current projects and activities we're having at the moment right now, and some kind of further plans for the future, what we are working on right now, what's going to happen in the next few months and maybe years. I don't know. And at the end, some contact info if you want to get in touch or stay in touch. All right. Yeah, background motivation. I just left all the activities for the presentation like that, so that you can read in it also, and also hear my voice at once. Yeah, climate change and biodiversity is like a much discussed topic right now, as you might see in the news. Also, due to coronavirus, I think some people have some more time to think about it. We started to have this issue, quite some while ago, and we tried to somehow integrate it in our social lives and our surroundings, and that's how we came to the idea of the project. The idea itself is kind of promoting and trying to speed up the development in the city and like the urban city areas. How people live together and try to get their personal lives in aligning with a sustainable idea. And we looked out for a kind of area where we want to try this, and found the Olympic Village, since me and also Marcus, as you will learn in a minute, lived there at that time. And we wanted to try this as like a little area to discover new ways to do that. It's kind of a neighborhood project aiming to make like the life of people living there more sustainable and future orientated, with the regards to like sustainability, meaning both ecological and social aspects. So it's not only about like saving like plastics or not producing too much waste, but also like the social aspects of living together in the future, and having like as you see now with Corona, like a good working neighborhood that helps each other. We're a pilot project actually in Munich for this kind of subject area. That's why we try to pioneer and try out and discover new things, so that also other projects or areas could learn from us. And also for us, it's a lot of new stuff going on. So we try to get this all together. Then you'll see the team. It's Marcus, Sina, and me. We're connected like from the background through the non-profit organization or association Rehab Republic, as also Gesa said in the beginning. The association of Rehab Republic is like also working with sustainability and trying to get it into the minds of people. And they have like a really positive way to do this, and that's how we're all together like connected, because we all knew each other from this. And Marcus and me had the idea when we met first, or the first times, since we both lived at Olympic Village, to start the project actually there. Then Marcus itself is a biologist working at the city administration as the climate manager. Sina studied sustainable development and education and works at rehab and strategic planning and coordination. And I'm, as already said, studying engineering at TUM and also working at an IT and engineering tech startup, and got into sustainability topics more and more over my studies. So also, if you don't think that that has the direct contact from mechanical engineering, but we got there at some point. As already mentioned before, we won also a prize or many different prizes right at the beginning of 2019. We started a project, and over time, like since 1.5 years, more than that, we earned some different how would you want to say yeah, some projects and prizes discovered us, and at the end we won the first Paulana Salvator Prize at the end of 2019 and the Deutsche Nachbarschaftspreis in 2020 for Bavaria, but they were like for each German Bundesland or state, there was like a certain prize, and we were the Bavarian World Prize winners at the end. You will see a picture, like group picture of example activity we had there, and also the prizes we took over for the Paulana Salvator Prize on the left bottom, and on the right, Deutsche Nachbarschaftspreis, which is taken or given out by the Nebenan.de Stiftung. You might notice it's also like a social network for neighborhood activities. Exactly. Then we come to the Olympic Village itself. Some of you might know this already, but it's like obviously the Olympic Village of the 72 Olympics in Munich. And what you mostly recognize, I guess, is like the women housings from that time, like the bungalow village where the student area is located right now. But there are also like some more bigger housings, and on the right side of this picture, where you would find bigger housings, which was the main area and all the area for the journalists and organization staff. The idea of the whole village is like that it's car free, and all the streets are located underneath it. So there's only direct walking areas with only bikes and pedestrians, and you don't have any other commuting vehicles or something like that. In total, there are over 6,000 residents, which only like 2,500 of these are students in the bungalow village and 2 high-rise buildings, and more than 3,500 like from young families, singles, or like also long-term residents in the bigger apartment houses. And you're gonna see a picture of this in a minute, so I think that's fine. And nowadays it's also like a hidden gem for architecture enthusiasts or tourists and all like people getting to know Munich at some point. I think that sooner or later you're gonna discover the Olympic Village too, and maybe stroll around the little housings. And for us at that point, like it sounded like a perfect place to try this, like all the ideas we had regarding the sustainability topics. This is like the Olympic Village taken from the Olympic Tower. You see like in the foreground the Olympic bungalows, and in the back all the bigger housings that go to the left and the back side of the photo. Is like the other residence houses, and where all the families and long-term residents live. Then there's like the more recognized student area with like the bungalows again, and in the back you see the Olympic Park, and the bungalow itself is like building like that, so you have 2 levels and a balcony, and you see a lot of greens all the time. So also like in the upper area where the normal residents live, there's normally a lot of green besides all the the housings. Then we come to the goals of the project. Like the main idea behind we had is like we won't be the first people thinking about sustainability in this area. So we also wanted to directly start making already existing initiatives like more visible and more popular. and also let the people get to know all the offers they maybe already have, and like interconnect all of these possibilities. We also wanted to connect like dedicated minds and people which maybe have the same ideas as we have, or like the same understanding of the village or neighborhood, and try to connect them in like with projects and working groups to have them like working on their idea or utopia behind it. At the end, we try to engage and interconnect as many people as possible with sustainability and the understanding of it, so that we have like a big effect at the end and reach out to as many people as possible. And of course, we also work on new concepts for sustainable and social lifestyle in the neighborhood, but also around it, so that everyone can integrate it as easy as possible. And at the end, also, as I said, because we are a pilot project, we try to collect our learnings and new experiences to transfer them to other projects or other district areas in Munich, or maybe also Germany, so that like we're not the only one trying it out. So but we at the end share our insights and get more and more people and areas to do the same way that we do. Then we come to the big point: how do we take action? How can we make people interested? Get people interested in our idea behind it? And our main idea of that is like also the Rehab Republic Association works with that. We already gained a lot of experience and know-how before, so it's not like the first project we do. We have different topics and projects and activities before, so that we already come into the projects with some already earned know-how and experience. And the second thing is like we promote like the kind of desired lifestyle and mindset with like an easygoing and positive atmosphere. So we not like always remind people what they're doing wrong or like what's the bad side happening all the time. We try to focus on like the positive aspects, show them how it could be done, what easy offers for sustainable lifestyle to have in their direct surrounding or in their life. And at the end, we see like also our role in connecting different associations and initiatives also within the Olympic Village, to group them together on a common topic, as like in our part sustainability, to work on a common thing or common goal. Also a lot of networking and collaboration is done with other areas around, like maybe Ackermannbogen, somebody knows it, is also close to Olympic Park. It's also like a newer residential area where they like try to get as many sustainable topics like within from the first day. And they already planned the whole district with that. And we are like in all Olympic Village, we try to tackle all these things. But like, of course, we are a much older resident area. So in 1972, nobody really thought about all the challenges we might have in 2010 or 2020 now. So we try to get in touch and try to get close to the ideas we have now. We get to current projects and activities. What we're doing right now, we're gonna start up a zero waste cafe and like a multi-use community center called A Circle. We got like a gastronome, which started like a zero waste crowdfunding some time ago, and she teamed up with us and 2 other initiatives of Olympic Village to start like the zero waste cafe, where we're gonna serve like vegan dishes and a lot of ecologically grown stuff, and also household stuff you could use or could buy there as like a small shop, but mostly also like as being used as a community center for other initiatives, starting things at Olytopia and also yeah, using it as like a share or sharing center for also like food sharing or sharing household articles you don't need anymore. Our main goal is like, of course, making Olytopia greener and cleaner with like growing new stuff and cleanups or plugging. Right now, we're also working on a free or like at least cheap cargo bike rental together with another initiative in Munich. We already have 2 that are working, but we are trying to get like a good system running to take them in and out. We work together with Studentenwerk and AWM to improve like waste reduction and waste separation in Olytopia, and design like a sustainable lifestyle guide that collects all the offers we already have in Olympic Village and like also the waste separation guide and stuff like that. A current thing we just set up a few weeks ago was like a shopping bag tree, where we collect like fabric bags for shopping. And if you forgot yours at home, you just can step by. It's directly in front of the Edeka. Take a bag, take it home with all your groceries, and bring it back the next time, or even sort out your many fabric bags you might have at home and bring them there so that other people can use it. And right now we also have a student group doing some research about like kind of circular society possibilities in this Olympic Village together with the Hans Sauer Foundation. And they just started also like 2 weeks ago, gaining some insights in our project and what could be possible over time to change there. Then I got some photos, like this is the Circle Cafe. This is like the whole team, the 2 other initiatives in yellow. That's Kati. She's doing like the cafe and gastronomic part of it. And yeah, we are right now like building and constructing everything. So we hopefully can open at some point, at least if the Corona resolutions are in the way that we can offer to go or like at least outside food and have people visit us at least from the outside. I have some photos also. Like on the left top, you see also like another picture of the cafe where, like, as I said, construction work right now. On the left bottom, this is the Gassengarten. I didn't mention it yet. It's one of the smaller projects like that already also Gesa mentioned about getting more plants into the rows of the bungalow area. Like it's a student project that's doing a lot of gardening. On the right top, you see the Taschenbaum, or like the bag tree, where you can bring all your cloth bags. And on the right bottom, this is like we have also working to grow like a herb path or path of herbs through all the Olympic Village. This is just like an example what we are doing to give people like the opportunity to get like mint stuff or other herbs directly in front of their houses. Another thing is we're doing a lot of cleanups. As you see in gardening work, just as an example of the different years and activities before Corona, obviously. Right now, we are like a lot of things we want to do are not possible, of course. So we try to do as many things as possible to connect with the people and stay in touch. And look out to times that we can make things more easy with more people. This is like also like example photos of activities we do. We have like monthly meetings with people. I will come to that in a minute. And on the right bottom, you see we also organize like culture events together with other initiatives. That's where the point, like where we interconnect with others at Olympic Village and make things happen all together and be like a real community and neighborhood project. As I said, like Corona hit us hard. I would say like plans for the future are mainly a lot of things we planned to do in the times we had the Corona pandemic, actually. So on the bottom, you see already the interactive events and activities, like movie screenings and talks, flea markets, garage sales, schnitzel party, like where we cook saved food and have live music, or plugging and cleanups. It's all quite difficult to do right now. Of course, like we try to like spread the idea we have right now of Olytopia and common sense about it. We try to make like as many real changes and seeing real effects of our work at the end. Just like the main future goal, and connect to other projects, as already said before, and have like a great time at the Circle Cafe as soon as we can open. And maybe you can step by and have a look what we do there. Exactly. Then there's like already the last page. If you want to stay in touch, like just a quick collection about our contacts, like email. You find us also Facebook and Instagram or nebenan.de if you know that. And also see our homepage like olytopia.de or rehabrepublic.de for like the bigger projects we have all over Munich then. And finally to say, thank you very much for your time, and I'm really looking forward to the questions you have or might have, and the discussion around now. And yes, thank you very much.